Just like that old comic sketch with Benny Coon said he was born in a place that no longer exists. Well, this community still exists but under a different name. But for years it was known as Asbestos, Quebec, and the three in the eastern townships. And a lot of great hockey players came from Val de Sauce, or what is now called in English, Valley of the Springs. And one of them was a very talented center. Not the biggest drink of water, only 5'11" and 165. Boston took him in a 48 pick in round 3 of the 72 NHL amateur draft. Michel Boudreau didn't make it with the Bruins, but became a hometown hero with the SHL in Roanoke Valley and the EHL as well, and made it all the way to Philadelphia and Vancouver of the WHA. So he first came to major prominence with the Drummondville Rangers of the QMJHL in the 1970 season. Now, he played parts of 3 seasons with Drummondville, but also skated with Laval in the Q League. In his last season of junior, in 63 games, he had 43 goals, 41 assists for 84 points. Very talented two-way player. Now, eventually, he found his way to the Roanoke Valley Rebels, the 73 season, with 20 points in 20 games. He played 33 games in the inaugural WHA season with Philadelphia, 14 points, including 7 goals, and also played in 2 playoff games. Now, back to Roanoke Valley Rebels of the SHL in 74, 81 points in 70 games, including 33 goals, with 16 points in 12 playoff contests, including 8 goals. He had 1 goal in 3 games with Vancouver that year. Now, the 73-74 season, Roanoke Valley won the Crocker Cup, which is emblematic of playoff title victories, and again, they won the regular season title as well. Now, in 1975, again, Roanoke Valley put up some dynamite numbers, 70 points in 66 games, including 33 goals. Now, 76, he split time between the Tidewater Sharks and the Hampton Gulls with 18 goals and 32 assists for 50 points in 59 games, and he skated in 9 playoff games for Hampton with 2 goals and 4 assists. So final WHA totals, 8-7-15 for 30 and 36 games, with 4 minutes and penalties, and 2 playoff games, of course, in the Blazers' short playoff run in 73. But like I said, Boston was hoping to use him as a third or fourth line center. Drummondville and Laval had produced a lot of great players, but anybody from the townships can tell you, just to be drafted in the NHL from the Q League at the time was a rough go. They weren't drafting many key second line Q League players like no disrespect to Michel, but Michel was mostly second line, sometimes first line. But you can't deny 43 goals in 60 games. Had a nice scoring touch, a good heads-up skater, kind of similar in skating style to. I saw him skate, by the way, back in the day in a Blazers uniform. A good two-way player, but like I said, what really I think hurt him was 165. That's really tough for the game of hockey. He had the height, but he needed an extra 20 pounds. But like I said, coming from the Eastern Townships, boys, there's a lot of competition for hockey over there, including senior hockey and different levels. So that's the quick story of Michel Boudreau. If you like what we're doing here, give us a like, comment, subscribe. If you're from Asbestos, Quebec, you should be proud. You've had a lot of great players over the years. The Marcotts, the Hamels, everybody else. So, like we say in Asbestos and in North Shore of New Brunswick, keep your stick in the ice.